Council, come to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mandy, please call the roll.
Dion.
Here.
Vanderhorst. Here. Danstra.
Here.
Hopkins.
Here.
Spore.
Here.
And Carlstone is absent, that he should be joining via phone.
Okay. So before we get started with our meeting tonight, I just want to recognize our community dance team, Forte, that won 3 state championships, I believe, 3 different categories. So I was sitting in my house on Saturday, I believe it was Saturday night, and the fire trucks were coming down the road, and I thought, what's going on? And I had read about it, but anyway, I just want to congratulate that. Having a couple granddaughters that have done a little dancing, it's a lot of work. They work really hard, and so just want them to know the community is proud of them, and we really appreciate their efforts. So congratulations. So we'll move on. Can I get a motion for approval of the tentative agenda?
So moved.
Support.
Spore, Banstra, any discussion? All in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Spore.
Yes.
Danstra.
Yes.
Carlstone.
Yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Dion.
Yes.
Vanderhorst.
Yes.
Motion passed. I would like to reappoint Glenn Steinling to the Community Service Board. Glenn has served on this board since 2015. He has attended 17 of the 21 meetings held during his current term. If approved, Glenn's new term would expire on December 31, 2026. Can I get a motion for approval?
So moved.
Support.
Vanderhorst DeYoung, any discussion? Okay, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Vanderhorst.
Yes.
Dion.
Yes.
Danstra.
Yes.
Carlstone.
Yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Spore.
Yes.
Motion passed. This time, opportunity for a public forum. Anyone wishing to address the council regarding any agenda item, please step forward to the microphone, state your name and address, try to limit your comments to 3 minutes.
My name is DJ DeYoung. I live at 113 West 1st Street. I also own Pella Books on 824 Franklin Street. I'm in the business of selling and distributing written word, right, at Pella Books. And in my previous life, I was a chemical engineer at 3M. And I also was hired by the company to talk with the other engineers and executives about statistics. So it was always fun talking to them about statistics. So I did that a lot and enjoyed it. One of the things that was talked about at the last meeting that's on the agenda this week is the newspaper. And so I did a little evaluation of the 2 options that are before us, the Oskaloosa Herald and the Knoxville, I grew up in Knoxville, so I make the mistakes, Marion County Express. So with the Oskaloosa Herald, and I looked at a month's worth of media, news. The Oskaloosa Herald, the monthly cost is $24. It's a 2-time-a-week paper. And it includes a lot of what the Marion County Express includes, plus what the Town Crier includes. The Oskaloosa Herald has a lot of stuff in it. Just to let you know, 23% of the articles are on Pella. 36% of the articles are on Oskaloosa. 41% of the articles for this month, for the month of November, were on national events. Surprisingly, not necessarily about Iowa. About 90% of them were not about Iowa. Only 10% of those articles were Iowa. So I was kind of surprised at that. Of the Marion County Express, at the same time, you might recognize this gentleman on the front page. The monthly cost of this paper is $4 per month. 12% And it's a one paper per month or per week paper. 12% of the articles on Pleasantville. 14% of the articles are other cities in Pella, or excuse me, other cities in Marion County like Melcher, Dallas, Twin Cedars, and specific counties subjects. 21% of the articles are about Knoxville, and 53% of the articles are on Pella. This is an incredible anomaly, and the executive always like me to tell them, give me a name that I can tag to that so I don't have to remember what you're talking about every time you stand up and tell me. And this is what I call a Dutchman's delight. It's cheap, and it's all about you. So there you go. Have a great night.
All right, anyone else? All right, we'll move on. Need a motion for approval for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Vanstra, Spore, any discussion? Okay, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Vanstra.
Yes.
Spore.
Yes.
DeYoung.
Yes.
Vanderhorst.
Yes.
Carlstone.
Yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Motion passed. So now we will move to the designation of the official newspaper for our 2024 legal publications. Mike, I think you got a brief presentation here.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd be happy to explain this item, and for those watching at home on Pella Fiber in attendance tonight, I'd like to direct your attention to the big board for a very brief presentation on this item. As Mayor DeWart stated, the motion that we have tonight is to designate the city's official newspaper. This would be for calendar year 2024. We'll start on January 1st of next year. Now, as far as the requirements for official newspapers, they're spelled out under Iowa code. I won't repeat all of these up here, but it's important to note that they have to be published at least once a week for at least 50 weeks per year. Another big one that we have is that we have 25% of its column space and more than half its issues during a 12-month period to information of a public character other than advertising. So those are just a few of the points to keep in mind. Let's go ahead, please, Mandy. Now, as far as tonight's motion, we don't have an official, we talked about this during policy and planning, there's not a staff recommendation, but we would like to remind the council that the Marion County Express has been the city's official newspaper since June 1st, 2022. And in this particular case, we have received a request to be the official newspaper for both the Marion County Express, the Oskaloosa Herald, and the Des Moines Register as well. Now, from our analysis at the staff level, we believe all three of them meet the requirements under Iowa code. And so with that, Mr. Mayor, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that council may have as far as the criteria or the requirements for a newspaper to become the city's official newspaper.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions about the fact that all three of these would qualify under those rules? So staff isn't making recommendations, so we're going to need a motion from council as to which, if you choose one of these newspapers, it has to say what paper, which paper it is, and that you'd like to designate it as the official newspaper for 2024 legal publications.
I'd like to put a motion on the floor for the Marion County Express to be the official newspaper designation for 2024 for the city of Pella.
Okay,
I'll,
so Branderhorst has made a motion for Marion County Express to be the designated newspaper, supported by DeYoung. Any discussion? Okay, then we will vote on that motion to designate Marion County Express as the legal newspaper for 2024. All in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Vanderhorst.
Yes.
DeYoung.
Yes.
Vanstra.
No.
Carlstone.
I think he said yes. Did you say yes?
yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Spore.
No.
Motion passed. Okay. Moving on, resolution number 6644, entitled Resolution Approving Change Order Number 2, Final Quantity Adjustment and Accepting the 2022 sidewalk repair project. Mike?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd be happy to explain this item. And what we have is a combined presentation for the two resolutions on the agenda tonight. Both of them involve the 2022 sidewalk repair project. Now, when we talk about the project, it is the green highlighted area that is shown up on slide number 5 in the presentation. And generally speaking, it's the area in the southwest quadrant of the city on this. So, Mandy, let's go ahead, please. Now, as far as the first resolution that we have this evening, what this simply does is it accepts the public improvements that were completed by our contractor on this, which was Danadell Concrete on this. And it also accepts the change order that we are considering this evening, which is the final quantities adjustment. It is important to note, we talk about change order number 2 that we're considering this evening, the final quantities adjustment of the amount of $22,661. That represents the amount of panels that were completed by our citizens on their own behalf and what was accepted by the city. So the contractor did not do these panels, and that's why we have a deduct. So what we have left is the portion of the project that was completed by the contractor in the amount of $89,063. And so with that, staff is recommending approval of the project this evening. And before I go on with the presentation on what the second resolution on this, I'll cover them both and we'll circle back. So Mandy, I'm sorry for the confusion. Let's go ahead to the next one. The second resolution that we have on the agenda tonight, which is Resolution 6645, it allows the cities the ability to assess for sidewalk repairs on this. And so this would be the amount of the project that we're talking about this evening, would be the $89,000 that was completed by the contractor. And what this resolution simply does is it outlines and it directs the city clerk to prepare an assessment schedule for review by the Pella City Council. Now, if we were to review the schedule, what we have proposed up here is a tentative timeline for the assessments. But listed up here, what would happen is on December 19th, we would have approval of the schedule. December 20th, staff would file the assessments with the treasurer, and then we have the various notifications that would happen as a part of this. So once again, these were the individual property owners that chose to have the city make the repairs to the sidewalks, which are under state code and city code are the responsibilities of the property owners. But again, all we're directing with this resolution is for the city clerk to prepare a schedule, which we're going to review on December 19th. And once again, this is the tentative schedule that we have listed up there. So, Mr. Mayor, that concludes the staff presentation this evening. Be more than happy to answer any questions the council may have on this item.
All right, so resolution number 644, do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Support.
Banster, Spore, any discussion? Questions? Okay, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
DeAnstruck?
Yes.
Spore?
Yes.
DeYoung?
Yes.
Vanderhorst?
Yes.
Carlstone?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Motion,
Yes.
motion passed. Going to cut you out there, Dave. Okay, so now we move to resolution number 6645. Talks about the schedule that Mike talked about. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Support.
Banstra, Hopkins. Any discussion, questions? Okay, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
DeAnstruck?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Spore?
Yes.
DeYoung?
Yes.
Vanderhorst?
Yes.
Carlstone? Carlstone?
Yes. Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, moving on to abstract of bills number 2140. Can I get a motion for approval?
Move to approve and issue warrants.
Branderhorst, Sport, Hopkins. Any questions?
Just a comment, it was really wonderful to see all the tulip bulbs that are being ordered that were on this abstract of bills. Makes me think of spring already.
Okay, anything else? All right, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Vanderhorst?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Spore?
Yes.
DeYoung?
Yes.
DeAnstruck?
Yes.
Carlstone?
Yes.
Motion passed. Any council member have any other business needs to be addressed this evening? All right, any member of the public have any other business that you'd like to address the council with? If so, please step forward to the microphone, state your name, address, and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes.
I'll give a quick one.
Mike Filippini, 205 East 3rd. I called the police on Saturday or Sunday about overflowing garbage cans, understanding that it's overtime. But it just occurred to me actually on the way up, maybe on the Friday before big events, they could put out extra cans, get them picked up on Monday and not have to have the overtime. I think that'd be helpful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? All right, so before we adjourn, this is Liz's last city council meeting because she's going to be out of the country at our next one. So I want to thank her for her service to the city of Pella as a city council member. I've enjoyed the time, the 4 years together, and I have a proclamation that I want to read for Liz. So this is a proclamation from the office of the mayor. Proclamation thanking Liz Spohr for 4 years of service as at-large city council member. Whereas Liz Spohr began her tenure as an at-large city council member with her first council meeting on January 7, 2020. And whereas Councilmember Spohr has served her constituents effectively by being approachable, ensuring timely follow-through in response to citizens' questions or concern. And whereas Councilmember Spohr consistently attended numerous meetings and dedicated many hours of her service, of her time to service, and whereas Councilmember Spohr has taken her council role seriously, asking thoughtful questions, thoroughly considered city policies and procedures, and sharing valuable insights at council meetings. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Pella, Iowa, that on behalf of the City Council, city staff, and the citizens of Pella, we do hereby thank Councilmember Liz Spohr for her 4 years of service to the City of Pella. And this is dated today, December 5, 2023. Thank you. And this is for you to keep for your collection.
Thank you. Well. Oh, hey, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
We're supposed to do a photo.
Oh.
Yeah, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's been an honor to serve with a number of you up here and this wonderful community that we have. So thank you all.
All right. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Branderhorst?
Support.
Spohr, all in favor, please say yes. Opposed, no. Mandy, please call the roll.
Branderhorst,
Yes.
Spohr,
Yes.
DeYoung,
Yes.
Danstruck,
Yes.
Carlstone,
Yes.
Hopkins.
Yes.
Motion passed. We are adjourned.